So we ended up having 4 massive wins today buying SPY call options, making multiple 100% profit returns. For those of you who used last night's game plan and decided to buy those SPY call options once we dipped into the market open towards my key level, you should have had a phenomenal green day, making hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars. I'm going to be breaking down to you the new game plan in terms of how the stock market is setting up. It is setting up for another bullish trend day and a highly predictable, very lucrative day trading opportunity to be buying call options. For those of you who are serious about learning how to make money heading into tomorrow, make sure you stay along till the end of the video. Along with, if you're serious about learning how to trade, make sure you stay towards the end because I'm going to be breaking down the trades that we ended up making. So in terms of the SPY, this is what you need to understand. It is having that gap close reversal. The gap was right here at 591. Ever since we filled that gap during the extended hours trading session, it's been having a reversal, right? And we have this gap that is waiting to fill above at 608. Based off the daily chart pattern, what I want you to do is I want you to compare this daily candlestick right here, today's daily candlestick, the daily chart foundation, along with this daily candlestick right here. If you look at the daily candlesticks, they are nearly identical. So if history repeats itself in a similar cycle based off this foundation, heading into tomorrow, the SPY can have a small drop under the previous closing price, and in terms of where it closed, 604.52, then it can have a strong bullish trend day. And if you look at the overall daily chart pattern, it is signaling we can have a very strong bullish week. And there is a strategy in play from a technical view, because not only did the SPY have a reversal once it closed the gap at 591.80, but it started to fill the gap. Based off of the daily chart and my history and experience of day trading the SPY, it is going to continue to rocket heading into this week, man. For those of you who decided to swing trade calls, you should have a phenomenal profit within the next 2 to 3 days. I'm telling you, based off this week, we are heading to fill the gap at 608, and it's likely going to continue to push higher within time later into this week. We're looking at 2 to 3 potential bullish trend days in a row. Now, in order to confirm that this history and pattern is going to continue to repeat itself for this gap that's waiting to fill, I'm going to show you what you should be looking for with the key levels of interest. But I'm telling you, based off my experience and how the market is setting up, this is setting up where not only are we going to fill the gap, and once the gap fills at 608, if we're reacting bearish, we could see a small pullback. But even if we're reacting bearish at 608, this is setting up in terms of this week where we can potentially go to new all-time highs. So I want to make that very, very clear, man. We are setting up very strong and bullish, right? So when we're having a nice dip, we're going to be buying call options at the key oversold levels. When we're seeing break and retest, confirmations, we're going to be buying call options at the higher levels. Make sure you stay till the end of this video because, like I said, I'm going to be walking you through the trading strategies that we used to make multiple 100% profit returns on SPY call options. Each one of our trades on SPY went up over 200 to 400% plus, and we had 4 massive wins on SPY call options. I'm going to break them down towards the end of this video. Now, in terms of the game plan, first game plan is going to be this, right? If the previous closing price is reacting bearish, so if at any point throughout the day we're going under 604.52, the plan is to buy the dip. Now, in terms of the level where I'm going to be interested in buying the dip, this is going to be the main level. So in terms of what I'm looking at this level right here, 602.50. You have some previous resistance right here towards 602.50. And I'm going to be keeping an eye on 603, right in between that range. And again, when I give you levels, especially on oversold dip buying opportunities in a bullish trending market and on an overall bullish week, you don't have to nickel and dime the range. If you're seeing a strong bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmation pattern, right, slightly above the level or even below the level, as long as we're getting that confirmation towards the overall zone, slightly above or slightly below, you can still enter the trade, right? So with that being said, in terms of the game plan, it's to buy call options in between that overall range, 602.50 to 603 to 603.50, right? We're looking at about 2 points, 1.5 points below the previous closing price. Now, in terms of gap and go and break and retest strategy, this is what I want you to understand. This is going to be the resistance level. This is the make or break resistance level. Once the SPY has a strong confirmation, a big move is going to occur at this level. You can see right here, this is the level, 604.71. So you see how there's support, you see the support, you see the support, you see the support. This is a floor for 90 minutes. You have a strong floor that's forming. It breaks above the resistance. This is the resistance right here. Breaks above, higher support, higher support, higher support, higher support, higher support. It's holding for hours. That means it's having a break and retest, and it's having the break and retest towards this 604.80 level. Then we have a strong move to the new all-time highs. Once 605 reacts bullish, right? We're going to have a strong move to fill the gap that's waiting to fill above at 608. Then when we go to 608, it's going to be a little bit overbought for the short term, but based off my experience in terms of this overall pattern, because I'm telling you, I've seen this pattern occur, it could potentially have a small drop first. But in terms of the overall trend, it will likely remain bullish even if it drops, right? So once 608 decides to react to support, then we push towards the 610 level, right? So that's what I want you to understand. Now, if 605 reacts, if 604.50, the previous closing price, reacts bearish, then we drop back down towards the oversold dip level, 1.5, 2 points below the previous closing price, buying call options there. Very, very simple, man. That's the overall game plan. I gave you the levels, man. In terms of the ladder, 610, 608, 605, massive move is going to be occurring at the 605 to previous closing price, 604.50. Massive dip buying opportunity is going to be occurring if the SPY starts to go bearish below this 605. There's going to be a massive dip buying opportunity. Another good indication besides that daily chart foundation would be this level right here on the 30-minute chart where we are beginning to bounce right here. Take a look at this, man. Very, very strong support towards this 602 to 603 range. That's the dip buying zone. That's the game plan, man. I gave you the best dip levels to buy, and I gave you the make or break resistance level, 605. So in terms of these levels, man, if you're seeing bullish reactions towards 602 to 603, buy call options, right? If we drop that low, you're seeing bullish reactions. Then if you're seeing bullish reactions throughout the day at 604.50 to 605, buy call options. In terms of the puts, man, some people might think like, maybe I can try puts if 605 reacts bearish for a quick move to 602. Just understand, you're trading against the trend. And in terms of that overall situation, we already had that nice quick dip at the market open. Like I said, was likely going to occur. And then you buy the dip, literally bottom towards the key level I gave you. This was the level I gave you, man. This level right here, this 597.50. This is where I told you to buy the fucking dip. Once this 30-minute candlestick closed red like this, I compared it to this 30-minute candlestick closing red, and I bought call options as soon as that 30-minute candlestick was about to close. Literally buying calls towards the exact lows, using last night's game plan, along with using the 10-day, 30-minute chart patterns, man. So in terms of like puts, man, like I said, puts is very fucking dangerous, even for a quick scalp, because not only is it against the overall trend, but I'm seeing confirmations where, even if it drops to 608, it's likely going to blow the fuck through, right? So just be aware of that, man. Obviously, if 608 reacts a little bearish, we can go to like 607. If 605 reacts a little bearish, we can go to 602. Right? And you could try to make scalps against the trend if that's what you want to do. Just remember the disadvantage is you're not going to be able to hold against the trend. You have to get in, get out, typically smaller gains, right? And it's a big disadvantage to not be able to hold, right? So just understand, overall trend's bullish. Focus on the key levels of call options with bullish confirmations, 602, 603, 604.50 to 605, and then I gave you the profit targets. Use this fucking game plan, and I'm telling you, you are going to fucking crush it into this week. There's not a single person on this fucking planet, in this fucking industry, who's giving you this information. This is my curriculum, this is my levels, and I'm telling you, if you use this information, you are going to be self-sufficient, and you are going to be printing and making money at the speed of fucking light. So, in terms of the trades, let's get into this, man. I'm going to show you step by step how we decided to trade. Today, I'm going to walk you through the real-time trades. I'm going to walk you through my reasoning behind the trades. Let's get into it, man. So, first things first, let's go over this, man. So, in terms of the overall trades, I want to break this down here for you. So, in terms of GROAR, you can see right here, so these are the trades that we ended up making in the morning. So, we ended up buying 603 SPY calls for 50 cents a contract at 9:34 a.m. This is the beauty of trading the overall trend, especially if you're getting in earlier into the day, or if you're getting in on a day where big moves are going to occur. It doesn't matter if the trade drops first, because the way we trade is we do not use stop losses. We put in our entire positions, our entire max risk per trade as our entire position size. So if the trade expires worthless and goes to zero, the most we lose is what we're willing to risk, right? Whatever you put into the option contracts is the most you can lose, right? And the most we're putting in is the max risk per trade. So with that being said, 603 SPY calls for 50 cents, right? 9:34 a.m. So if you go to 603, SPY calls at 9:34 a.m. This is the first trade that we made on the day. This is the beauty of trading against the trend. This is where we got in at the 50-cent mark. It went all the way down to 17 cents. The trade dropped 60% plus. Now, from a macro point of view, since we're holding these trades and trading the trend, was that a good entry? Well, the contracts went all the way to 235 and we're in at fucking 50, right? That's a 300% plus potential profit return. So yes, that is a good trade. Now, obviously, if you get a better entry, the percentage gains are going to be fucking, even crazier. If you're in at fucking 20 and it goes to 200 and you get in towards the exact lows, that's a 10x gain. But when we're down on these trades, what we do is instead of adding to losers, we just hold the trades. And then when we're green, we set profit stops to get stopped out for profit, right? And we move the profit stops up higher to ensure that we don't get back the bulk of our gains. But what we do is instead of adding to a loser, if we believe in the trend still, we don't add to the loser and we always hold the trade. If it doesn't work out, we let expire or zero, go to worthless, lose our max risk per trade. What we do is we buy a second strike. So this was the trade that I ended up making. So literally just 20 minutes, after that fucking trade, I ended up making my first trade on the day, right? I ended up buying SPY 600 calls for 93 cents a contract. Now, why did I decide to buy these call options right before the first 30-minute candlestick during normal trading hours was about to close, right? The reason why I decided to buy these SPY call options is because if you take a look at SPY and you look at the overall chart, this was the level that I gave you to buy call options. The level was right around this zone. If you go back and you watch last night's video, I told you, right around this zone is where I'm going to be interested in buying call options. Towards this 596, 597, right around this, middle crunch zone is where I wanted to buy call options on the fucking SPY, right? Now, in terms of the confirmation, this was the confirmation that I used to confirm that it was going to bottom at that overall zone. Now, if you go back and watch last night's video, it's going to explain to you the reasoning and the foundation on why I wanted to buy call options towards this overall level right here that I marked out. It was towards the 597.50 to 596. And then if it did end up going below that, my plan was to simply get a new strike at 594.50. That was the fucking plan. If you watch the video, I wasn't even anticipating for it to drop back towards the previous day lows. I was really aiming towards this lower to upper middle range towards this 596 to 597 based off of what I'm seeing. Like I said, I'm not going to be explaining that part and how I came up with that because I already explained it a day before I decided to trade, a day before where I decided to literally give you my exact game plan to make money so you can print at the speed of fucking light. But with that being said, in terms of the confirmation that I used towards the overall zone, and again, it doesn't have to be at the exact level or zone. If the confirmation is there, I will take the trade, especially in a situation if it's oversold dip buying on calls or overbought on puts. In terms of where if there's a confirmation, but I might be a little bit less interested if it's more overbought on calls and then more oversold in the situation like on puts. But anyways, this is the confirmation, right? If it's more overbought on both ways, that's what I meant to say. But anyways, this is the confirmation. You can see right here, red 30-minute confirmation. You see this red 30-minute confirmation? So look at this. You see how the SPY is dropping to the sideways? You see how the SPY is dropping to the sideways? Now look at this candlestick. Look at what happened when it started to bottom. It formed this red wick. You see this big red wick right here? You see this big red wick right here? You see how they're fucking identical? And you see how the bottom of this is towards the previous resistance? This previous resistance right here is now reacting as support, right? It's now reacting as a break and retest. If you look at the overall trend, once this 30-minute candlestick closed red, it had a strong bullish uptrend. And then as you can see, it had a strong bullish uptrend. And I told you in last night's video, we were expecting the overall trend to be overall fucking bullish. So that same pattern was literally repeating to an exact fucking T. And if you go back throughout the past 10 to 30 minutes, you're going to see many times at key oversold support levels where that same 30-minute candlestick, this one right here, this one right here, this one right here, ended up forming. And then the SPY started to have a strong bullish uptrend, a strong bullish uptrend, a strong bullish uptrend. Now, another reason what made calls very, very attractive that early in the morning is because we were already gapping up and it was already oversold. That's what I like, overreactions. This is an overreaction. We already hit 602 in the pre-market and then it quickly dropped all the way to 597. That's very oversold. And if we're getting an overreaction that fucking quick, it's going to be such a great dip buying opportunity along with the game plan, man. So it was an absolute no-brainer to be buying call options that early, considering the confirmation that we got and how high we were in the pre-market along with last night's game plan. This was a no fucking brainer, man. It's like, if you didn't make if you didn't make hundreds of dollars to thousands of dollars using that game plan, using my curriculum, it's like, I genuinely don't understand what it is that you're doing. If you use the game plan, you should have had a phenomenal green day, man. And this was literally like an exact repeat of yesterday's patterns that I literally taught you, man. It's the same exact patterns using the break and retest. Look at the green, red, green. You could see right here. This is resistance. You see the resistance right here at 596.20. This is a resistance level, 596.20, right? Green, red, green. It's forming a higher floor above the previous resistance. Green, red, green is bullish. Next 30 minutes, buy calls, bullish 30-minute candlestick, right? And you can see right here, we have the same pattern. This is your resistance in the pre-market at 602. This is your resistance in the pre-market at 601. The break and retest levels, all this resistance right here. We had a break above resistance, drop back down to retest, green, red, green. Buy call options on the opening of the next 30 minutes. This is your new resistance level right here at 603.50. As you can see, we had a break above the resistance level. Green, red, green. Buy call options on the opening of the 30-minute. Do you see how many times that worked? That worked twice today, and it worked yesterday as well. You should be printing at the speed of fucking light in this bullish trending market using the green, red, green pattern when the SPY is at a key oversold support level or when the SPY is at a break and fucking retest level. Losing is a personal choice if you wait to trade the best setups at the best prices and you use this curriculum. Now, with that being said, in terms of the overall trade, you're going to see right here, I bought these 600 calls at 9:54 a.m. at 93 cents, and then I ended up selling at the speed of fucking light, literally at, you can see right here, let me break this down here for you here. So in terms of that trade, I ended up getting out at 138 cents, nearly making like 50% on that. And like I said, man, if you watched the video and if you applied everything as I taught you, you should have, ideally left some runners because it was expected to be a strong bullish trend day as long as we get those confirmations, which we did. But in terms of the overall calls, 600 calls, this is where I ended up getting in. So I got in literally towards the exact lows. The bottom was 70 cents. I got in right here, 9:54 a.m., literally towards the exact fucking lows, right? And then you can see right here, it went all the way to 500 a contract. You could have made 500% on that. In terms of the next overall trades, let me walk you through this. So as you can see right here, if you go to the next overall trades, very, very simple. As you can see right here, everything is, breaking down, recapping the trade, explaining the trade, in-depth price action analysis, option quote prices moving in real-time system, explaining to you where to set profit stops and all that stuff, right? So next trade was at 11:44 a.m., 602 SPY calls for 87 cents a contract, right? So if you go to 602 SPY calls for 87 cents a contract right here at 11:44 a.m., we bought these calls at the exact lows. So the two trades before this were massive fucking wins on SPY fucking call options. And you could see these fucking calls literally went from a fucking 100 to 3 fucking 100, right? At the speed of fucking light, man. Where are you going to find this much fucking winning in this short period of a fucking time, man? So this is how we use our curriculum, our fucking levels, the fucking game plans. This is what we do. Like I said, I gave you the information in last night's video. You guys let me know in terms of how you are using it. We have over a decade of experience trading. With that being said, in terms of the next fucking trade, another fucking strike. So as you can see right here, just 12 minutes later, after buying the 602 SPY calls, we ended up buying 603 SPY calls, right? Because in terms of the winning, it's just unlimited fucking winning and unlimited fucking printing inside of fucking Team Roar. All we do is buy every fucking strike that fucking wins non-fucking stop and print at the speed of fucking light. So in terms of the next fucking win, you're going to see at 11:56 a.m., 603 SPY calls for 68 cents a contract, right? So if you go to 603, this was the strike we had bought earlier, making another trade on it. You can see right here, in terms of where we got in right here towards the exact fucking lows, and it quickly went up to 200 fucking cents a contract, right? So who the fuck do you know is winning this fucking much, this fucking consistently? That is 4 fucking wins before 12 fucking a.m., all on fucking calls, all different fucking strikes. All we do is win non-stop. One strike is not enough. We'll buy every fucking strike. We're gonna win every single fucking time, man. Every single fucking strike we'll buy, non-fucking stop, man. If we see another winning opportunity when we're already up on another strike, we'll buy another fucking strike. We'll make fucking 3 trades out of 1 fucking win. We'll make fucking 5 trades out of 1 fucking trend. It's like, dude, nobody's fucking printing like us, man. So those were the main wins of the overall day. You can see, man, everything's in real time. Where we're selling, what we're doing, where we're setting the fucking profit stops. I learn everything in real fucking time, right? Nobody's fucking doing this. Nobody's fucking printing like us. Non-fucking stop, unlimited fucking printing, unlimited fucking winning at the speed of fucking light. It's like, dude, come on, man. And then after that, so after 4 fucking wins in a row, yes, we did have some L's. But like I said, man, in terms of the trading system, when you are green, which means in terms of risk management 101, 1 big win or 2 small wins in a row, if you choose to keep on fucking trading, then the most you risk is 25 to 50% of your overall profits. If you hit your max risk and you give back those profits, then you have to stop trading because we're not going to be going risking green to red. You have to understand, there's a lot of high net worth individuals inside of Team Roar. There's multimillionaires inside of here, and they like to trade, and they like to trade a fucking lot, right? So if you have a small account, especially, make sure you're protecting your overall fucking gains. Because in terms of beast of a fucking traders, man, they tend to trade and they tend to trade a fucking lot at times, right? So like I said, man, we did have some L's after that, but before the fucking L's, it was 4 massive fucking wins in a row, which means as long as you're following risk management 101, and if you choose to keep on fucking trading, you get back 25%, 30%, whatever it is that you're comfortable giving back, and then you force yourself to stop, that means losing is a personal fucking choice, right? But if you don't have any risk management 101, and then we have an L, and you just have no fucking risk management, well, losing was your fucking choice. I told you what to fucking do. I explained it so many fucking times. We had 4 massive fucking wins in a row. It doesn't matter if we have 20 fucking losses in a row on the same fucking day because we already had 4 fucking wins in a fucking row. That means risk management 101, most you risk 25 to 50%. And many people, they just choose to walk away because they don't feel the need to keep on fucking trading. But like I said, when you're a beast of a fucking trader and you just have 10 plus fucking years of experience and all you see is unlimited fucking wins and you see the money making opportunities. Like on this second trade, I only made 1 more trade after that. I made 1 more trade after that. It went up a little bit. Some members made some money off of it. They waited a little bit. I bought these puts once. It was a small fucking win in a sense. Like I said, some people waited for the trade to go against a little bit. They made a small fucking win on it. But on this one, I had such a nice win on calls. When I took this trade, I literally positioned it in a way where the most I can lose was 30% of what I made on my last fucking trade. That's how I positioned my second trade, right? So worst case scenario, if that went to 0, I still would have had 70% of my profits from the first fucking trade. That's just how I situate. Obviously, if you have a smaller account, you know, you're going to have to risk more and have less of a cushion. So in a sense, like trade fucking less and then wait for those SPX yellows that can go from 50 cents to a fucking 1,000, right? Now, with that being said, those were the overall trades that I ended up making based off of the levels I gave you, the plan I gave you, the curriculum I taught you throughout the past, 2 videos. It's like everything corresponded and correlated fucking perfectly along with all these bullish trend days I've been telling you to focus on and to be swaying away from puts. Everything was 100% accurate. You should have had an amazing green day today. Today should have been 100 times fucking better than yesterday. That's for fucking sure. This was a lot more smooth, a lot more easier. In terms of the chart, I mean, the chart was literally just like fucking yesterday, just different levels. And the levels I gave you were fucking perfect. Except today, the main difference was the price action was just so fucking smooth. It was more of like a smooth uptrend, right? A smooth, gradual uptrend with these nice big pumps within time once we had the green, red, green, and then this red bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation. But yesterday, it's like the patterns look similar. It was just so fucking shitty and slow and fucking choppy with these lower fucking highs. Today, it's like, this is exactly what we wanted. We wanted it just like this yesterday, but it ended up happening today more like that. A lot easier to trade. I mean, look at this fucking perfect pattern, man. Look at this heading into yesterday, man. You had this green, red, green, and then massive spike. And then look, that was right before the market closed. And then today, right as the market was closing, you had the green, red, green, break and retest, higher floor, previous resistance react to support. So just remember who taught you that confirmation, because I can assure you any fucking trader out there who has a fucking brain is going to be using this stuff because it works and it prints at the speed of fucking light. And this is something that my unique third eye has created, which many people are not going to give me credit for. And I'm well aware of that. So anyways, man, like I said, this is fucking resistance. This is a fucking breakout. This is a fucking retest. This is a green fucking green. This is a buy fucking calls. Use that fucking pattern. You'll be printing non-fucking stop. Losing is a personal fucking choice. Now, if you're serious about making fucking money and printing at the speed of fucking light and gaining access to our real-time trades and our real-time trading alert system, is the first link down below within the description. You're going to see, man, like for those of you, I get it. You want to be self-sufficient and you can trade well and you can make money off the game plans and you can learn from these videos. But if you want to trade and learn alongside us, that's the best fucking way, man. You're going to see, like, most people, they're not going to be able to trade as good as we are because, like I said, we're creating the curriculum. We have the network, all the multimillionaires in there, and we have the decade of plus fucking experience. Like I'm saying, man, the one who's going to do it the best is the one who's creating all this shit. And I'm literally creating all the fucking strategies, the fucking curriculum. This is how I see and view the market, all the game plans, all the fucking levels, and I'm executing and taking action in real time on everything it is that I'm fucking planning for. And like I said, we are backed by big money. We have many multimillionaires who are in our trades as well. So with that being said, man, in terms of Team Roar, you gain access to a secured private organization in terms of the lead trader inside of Team Roar. G-Roar is the lead trader, and he's a multimillionaire as well. And you're going to see, man, all we do is fucking win and print at the speed of light. You gain access to a real-time zero-date options trading alert system. You gain access to a morning game plan with new key levels of interest explaining where to go long, where to go short. All of the levels to go long ended up working and printing at the speed of fucking light today. You gain access to our real-time trade alerts where you get to see me, use the curriculum, that I'm showing you in the levels that I'm showing you in real fucking time within the chat. I alert all my fucking trades in real fucking time, right? You get to see everything, man. So it's the first link down below within the description if you do want to gain access to our secured private organization, right? And in terms of our style of trading, we buy cheap, low risk, far out of the money option contracts. We're known for selling them deep in the money for the biggest percentage gains possible. We do not use stop losses. Risk management 101, we put in our entire position size as the max risk per trade. The most we can lose is what we put into the contracts. What we put in is our max risk per trade, couple percentage of our account. And we make the biggest percentage gains in the market. We let the holding, the duration of the time, and the big percentage gain make all the fucking money for us, right? Instead of buying quickly with a heavy fucking position size, with a tight fucking stop loss and selling for a small win. That is a very poor way to trade that will never allow you to win big because you're sized in way too fucking big and you'll get stopped out and you won't feel comfortable holding because you're sized in too fucking big, right? We do the complete opposite of what everybody else is doing. And when we're down a lot percentage-wise on a trade, we don't cut the loss. We rarely cut the loss. We just hold it. If it goes green, we set a profit stop. We get stopped out for profit. When we're down a lot percentage on a trade and we see an opportunity for another one, we buy a second strike. The second strike tends to be with the trend as well. We hold with the fucking trend, and that second strike tends to be at a much better entry, and it tends to go up a lot more than the first one. But both trades tend to work within our favor the vast majority of the time. We focus on trading the trend. It does not matter if our trades drop 90% because we have the entire day for the contracts to go green or to go in the fucking money. Either way, we will win in that situation. Obviously, if it goes in the money, we'll make a lot fucking more. But even before it goes in the money, as long as we're fucking green, we set the profit stop, we get stopped out for fucking profit. In terms of the way we increase our winnings and protect our risk, we add to winners. So when we're down, we buy a second strike at times. When we're up, we quickly add to winners. When we're up small amounts, 5 to 20%, small percentage gains for us because we make the biggest percentage gains. We add to fucking wins to increase the fucking winning, and we set a profit stop. One small winning move in our favor protects the new average cost. We move the profit stop up higher to ensure that we don't get back the bulk of our gains. And then we get stopped out for profit, right? So with that being said, man, if you're serious about making money and you're serious about trading alongside us and gaining access to a real-time zero-date options trading alert system, it's going to be the first link down below within the description. Team Roar is absolutely fucking massive. We are ranking top 50 on WAP.com out of 11,000 groups every single day. We are ranked within the top 4 option groups on WAP. I'm telling you, this group is fucking massive. We have multimillionaires within the group, and we have many people within the group who are printing money at the speed of fucking light. So if you would like to surround yourself with our secured private organization, it's going to be the first link down below within the description. I'm telling you, there's nothing else out there like this, man. You're going to fucking see. And you watch. You get ready for this week and you get ready for fucking tomorrow. You watch. This fucking stock market, it's going to blow the fuck up. We're going above 608. It's going to fucking rocket like fucking crazy. The bears are going to get absolutely fucking wrecked like I've been telling you since fucking Sunday, man. We're going to keep printing money all fucking day on these fucking calls. We're going to run up so much fucking money, man. I'm telling you. You want to print at the speed of fucking light? You come join us this week. You're going to see. Just like we fucking did today. You're going to fucking see. All we're going to do is buy these fucking calls, non-fucking stop, and we're going to take every fucking opportunity. That's how we roll. 602 calls at 11:44 a.m. Oh, there's another opportunity to buy another strike. All right, we'll take that one too. We'll buy every fucking strike. We'll take them all. We'll take every fucking win. Why have one fucking win when you could have 20 fucking wins on 20 different fucking strikes? We'll take every fucking win that we fucking see. Come print with us. It's the first link down below in the description. Who the fuck prints like us, man? Fucking nobody. It's the first fucking link. You want to print and you want to see a crazy fucking wins this week? I'm telling you. This is our fucking week. It's going to be calls non-fucking stop. It's the first link down below in the description. If you want to print with us, non-fucking stop, man. With that being said, I'm going to be within the chat from here.